A rise in symptoms of Tourette syndrome is being reported all over the world, mostly among teen girls. And researchers say the social media app TikTok could be to blame. Many of the girls reporting new tics, sharing an interest in watching TikTok videos of people with Tourette's. These reports have soared in recent months, with researchers calling it a pandemic within a pandemic. Doctors say the tics are likely being learned and copied from these videos and say this group can be treated with therapy. Some people are being paid $2,500 to move to Bemidji. Sharon Yu tells us it comes as many businesses are allowing their employees to live where they want and work remotely.
6 months of paradise living. That's what Jose Correa is calling his Bemidji life with his wife.
We're loving it. It's like we have our own little resort, that we wake up to and go to sleep to.
They closed on a beautiful home up there in February after deciding that they didn't want to live in Minnetonka anymore.
We fell in love with this area and found a house that we liked. Plenty of land. My requirement was that it actually had, high-speed internet, and paulbunyan.net really does quite well here with fiber optics. And so I had my requirement of land out in the country living and high-speed internet so that I could work.
As the senior manager for an IT company, Correa says he doesn't need to be in the office, at least not anymore. And that's the kind of folks Greater Bemidji had been looking for to participate in their 218 Relocate program.
We are tailoring that to telecommuters right now. So because of the pandemic and just the ability for everyone to work from home, a lot of people made that shift, and now they can choose that quality of life that they really want and work literally anywhere. So why not Bemidji?
A fast internet connection isn't the only thing Bemidji is touting. They have paid qualifying families $2,500 to move there. Since the incentive launched in February, 18 families have moved to Bemidji not only from the cities, but from all over the country. By the end of the month, Erin Echternach says 22 families will call Bemidji home.
I remember from the beginning of the pandemic, people started doing this on their own. They were going to smaller towns and they were seeking that peace and work-life balance. And then the folks who were living in those small towns already were like, where are all these people coming from? Leave us alone. So how do you navigate that good balance?
I personally haven't heard any of that feedback. I appreciate that we have this community concierge program where we actually have 60 plus people within the community that have said, yes, I want to volunteer to actually welcome these newcomers. So these newcomers have people that they can tap into.
The Minnesota nice thing about making it hard to make new friends, that hasn't been the case at all. You guys are fitting in okay?
It's the best move we ever made. I can tell you, I grew up in Connecticut, moved to Florida back in 2010, but it's the best move we ever made.
Now, there are some towns across the country offering more than $2,500. The city of Bemidji says many people move there just because they want to. The incentive is just the cherry on top. High school football action taking place tonight. Devin is in with highlights and scores next.